car you've ever driven?
The nicest car I've ever driven.
But I know it's not a favorite.
I've drove a Porsche before. Nothing too crazy.
The nicest car I've ever driven. I mean, a Porsche, probably a Porsche.
Both a Lamborghini when I had my learner license. They didn't even ask the question because I was 21. And they're like, oh yeah, you have your full driver's license, which I didn't, and I was on a track, so I thought that was kind of cool.
Oh my God, I'm so boring. I would go with like a Tesla.
I would say the Cullinan.
Okay.
Yeah.
I need to know the nicest car you've ever driven.
Probably the Toyota Corolla, my first ever purchase in 2017.
It's Tuninan. This is my favorite car, but it would be a big problem to drive that here because of the weather.
Lamborghini Urus. I think that's the one I just got. So that's the one
I was probably 12 years old. 12 years. I drove it with the owner in it. He let me drive.
And the first round, I was pretty slow, and my dad was like, you can press on that gas. But it got better.
I got my Cybertruck here with me, so that's the nicest car I would say.
And he had a Porsche Carrera GT. At the time, I think it was retailing for maybe $450,000 to $500,000. Now I think it's like $1.8 to $2 million. So I think that was the nicest car I've ever driven.
Oh my gosh, I'm actually scared of driving, so I can't even answer that. So I'm not gonna answer that.
I'm not someone who likes to speed up, that much. I've done a lot of extreme things in my life, like fightings. So because of it, I think I had my load of extreme crazy stuff,
Hey, how'd that handle for you?
It went well. It's still going. I passed it down to my sister. She's right now in CJEP, so it's still in the family. It will always be in the family.
Hopefully one day be able to drive a McLaren or Ferrari. I don't want to drive nothing that's not mine. So that's something I've always lived by. But if it's not mine, then I'm not really interested in driving it.
I'm scared to go in the ride at the amusement park, so.
That's not true.
Just tell
Honestly,
you. Yeah,
I don't
know, it's
believe
weird.
that for 1 second. GSP is not afraid of anything at all. Thank you so much
I'm
for doing
afraid of height, I'm afraid of speed, I'm afraid of needle, I'm afraid of a lot of things.
Don't ask me about that. I don't even have my driver license yet. No.
The one over there, yeah.
Wow, I've never seen anything like that. I thought it was a Transformer.
It's a nice car. I love it, yeah.
Would you be jealous if I told you that, I feel like I've driven a faster car than you. I've driven a McLaren before. Are you a little jealous?
A little bit, yeah.
Okay, wow. That's all I needed to know. I got one NHLer to say they were jealous of me. Do you have any dream car in your future maybe that you want to drive?
I can't fit most of the supercars, so I'm going to just stick with my truck.
You gotta do the things that scare you in this life, okay? So I might see you on the track.
Well, on the track, I don't know. As long as I have a good driver who drive me and I have a good seat belt, and
You're strapped
we'll
in,
be
you're
fine,
safe.
yeah.
Thanks for doing this.
Thank you.